Alan Travis, Soul Tribe. This is the nighttime meditation for the Om Mani Padme Hum, day 3. Day's been kind of up and down as far as how I felt. Just allowing things that are going on in my life at the moment to kind of bug me. So it's kind of a good thing, to be honest with you, because I can do this meditation and report back to you on how I feel afterwards. Now, there is that chance that my mind will just keep, reminding me of the things that are going on, things that bug me about life in general, and that may just keep me flat. I'm not angry, I'm not depressed or anything like that. I'm just flat. I'm not happy, but I'm not mad. So we'll see if this Om Mani Padme Hum will, well, at least mellow. Well, I don't want to say mellow me out because I'm quite mellow, but if it'll make me feel a little bit more mentally relaxed, I guess you could say, a little bit more calm and thinking about things better, I guess. Instead of allowing the thoughts to bug you, to get into that conversation, like I said, that, that you get into with your mind, that mind chatter. And then you create this reality out of this thought that doesn't really even exist. You've created it, And sometimes it does exist, Sometimes it's a thought of like, okay, well, let's, for example, my whole life, and this is just an example for, this could be anybody, my whole life, your ideas, my ideas haven't been, whenever I bring something up, it's been shot down. No, don't do that, do this. That type of thing. And your whole life you go through that, and eventually you're like, well, fuck it, man. Fuck it. What's the point in me even fucking saying what I'm going to do? Or B, I'm just going to be more assertive and say, no, that is what I am doing. And there's no way around that. I'm not going to ask you anymore. I'm just going to fucking do it. That type of mentality. That type of mind chatter. In reality, that shouldn't even bug you, because it's irrelevant into the major aspect of life and the macrocosm of life. That type of thing is so egotistical and silly, it's unbelievable. But when you get trapped in that conversation with yourself, when you get trapped in that, and you go, yeah, that's right, yeah, fucking blah, 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 in your mind, it brings you down. Instead of just going, that's a thought, all right, I see where it's coming from, okay, and then moving on. So anyway, I'll do the meditation and I'll get back to you, as soon as I'm done. Take care, bye. Hello. Well, that did actually help. I think next week, sorry, I'm just logging in here. I think next week I'm going to move up to 20 minutes. Because it takes about 10 minutes, feels like anyway, just before that alarm goes off, that I hit this really nice point where it's just, sorry, the light will come back on, where, it's just peaceful. Also feel too that the louder you do it, like kind of, for me anyway, the deeper I do it, Om Mani Padme Hum, kind of the more powerful it does actually kind of seems. And then your mind will come back in, and you do another one, and that blocks it out for a bit. Not blocks it out, but anyway. So that's something else I found. But I think the one thing that I'm coming to terms with is after about the 8 minute mark, I don't know. I don't look at the time because I'm meditating. My eyes are closed. But after what feels like the 8 to 9 minute, because it doesn't feel like it's that long before the alarm goes off. That's when I can stop doing the mantra and just be. I think you can use the mantra as a tool to get you there. And once you're there, you just be. Because then you're not focused on doing the mantra anymore, which you shouldn't be anyway. It should just kind of happen. But in essence, that you can stop, the doing the mantra and just be, and it really feels nice. The funny thing is that I got a clock that ticks in the background. Actually, I got one here in the living room, and then my boiler one ticks as well, and they're kind of like almost 1 second off each other. Pardon me, so it goes click, 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 click. Anyway, that's actually in time with any. I can't really do it, but anyway, it feels like they're both just like a second off of each other. So I thought that would be distracting, and it used to be, but it actually helps to focus on that whilst doing the meditation, because it takes your focus away from. It takes your focus away from the whatever is going on in your mind. How do I feel about the stuff that was going on and during my day, and how I came in, and how do I feel now? Better, yeah, definitely better. Those things will still bug me until I sort them out, whether it's personal things or whether it's just I have to wait until this one thing is over and done with, and then I can move on. But it's how you deal with the time in between. And this meditation's doing great. So yeah, do it, man. Meditate. That's all I can say. But yeah, I think there should be times during the day, and this I guess it's the same as prayer, right? Where people go, no, I pray 5 times a day. Meditate 5 times a day, man. I can see why they would pray 5 times a day. The difference is that they're praying to another person. You are trying to find yourself. I'm not saying which one's right. I'm personally just saying what works for me is to focus on myself and find who I truly am, which is essentially. I heard a saying once, or I read it somewhere, and it says, "I am mu." Is it like MEU or just MU? I am mu. What does that mean? And mu apparently means nothingness. So you're supposed to contemplate on that, and I do whenever I'm kind of in sometime whenever it comes up, I contemplate on it. And it's funny because when you bring this up to some people, like, what do you mean? No, man, you're not nothing. You're great. You're this, that, or the other. Or somebody's who doesn't get the idea of just because you say you're nothingness, just because you're nothing doesn't mean that you're nothing. If you're nothingness, you are everything, which is nothing anyway. It's such a strange concept, but when you contemplate on it, when you think about it in deep thought, it's cool. Anyway, that's me done for today. Not that long, but yeah, after how I felt when I got home to now, feeling much better. So yeah, Om Mane Padme Hum is doing great, and next week I will do the new mantra for 10 minutes or whenever I feel like, okay, I can stop now, and then I'll just be for the rest of the time until the alarm goes off. Oh yeah, as far as music is concerned today, I stuck with the Candiria and Snot mix. I threw in some Lamb of God in there as well, and some Carcass. Lamb of God Descending. Admittedly, when you're in a certain mind frame, the river I'm bound to be found in. That it's the road chosen found for the It's the blinded, I think I see everything. Or I forget exactly what the lyrics are, but yeah, not something. I mean, it felt good to pretend to scream it, but and again, it's not like I agree with those feelings because I think Randy was going through, the lead singer of Lamb of God. I think Randy was going through something. That's what he felt when he sang them. This God that I worship, this demon I blame, conspire as one. Exactly the same. It's exactly the same. Whether that was alcohol or whatever his crutch was at the time. And yeah, but anyway, blabbing. The Kandiri music's great. It's so off time, weird, jazzy, New York hardcore hip hop, like New York hardcore metal, and hip hop in jazz fusion. It's just so cool. Snot is yeah. I mean, I think my favorite song is Absent, and that's not because I didn't get into them until later. I bought their album first and then Straight Up, because I think Lynn Straight died after I found out about them. I'm not quite sure, but it doesn't matter. I love that album. The Snot album is incredible, but yeah, just Absent, just lyrically, and the song itself is powerful and good. Anywho, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you tomorrow morning. Bye bye. Oh yeah, and let's take care of each other, love each other, help each other, guide each other, make sure everyone's fed, make sure everyone's got clothes on their back, got clean water to drink, a roof over their head, proper education. Let's live in a society where you can trust your neighbors and you can trust people. Be nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, love you all, and I'll talk to you soon.